Hey guys, it's Ty and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking about my 2025 backlist TBR. So I have recently gone through my shelves and I've just noticed that there are a lot of older books on my shelves that I still need to read. Every year I look at these books and I'm like, I am going to get to you this year, and I never do. So I decided that for this year, I'm going to prioritize 25 backlist books to read by the end of the year. Hopefully, I will actually be able to do that because we know here I am a mood reader. So if I can just get through half of these, I will be excited. But we are going to go through my 25 backlist titles that I am going to prioritize for 2025. So first up, we have this YA fantasy. This is the first book in a duology. It's A Song of Wraiths and Ruin. I want to say I bought this when it first came out because I heard such good things about it, and for whatever reason, I just keep forgetting that I have it. So this says we're following Malik, who is trying to start a new life with his sisters in the prosperous desert city, but a vengeful spirit abducts his younger sister as payment to enter the city, and he decides to strike a fatal deal, kill Karina, the crown princess of this city, in exchange for his sister's freedom. Again, I heard really good things about this, so hopefully I will like it. Next up, we have A Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. I've had this on my shelf for a while as well. I actually read her newest release, Academy of For Liars, before reading this one, but I've heard really good things about this, and if I'm remembering correctly, I think this is like the first book in a duology or a series. I think another book is about to be released in this world. So this says it's a young woman living in a rigid puritanical society discovers dark powers within herself in this fantasy debut. So this, like I said, I got this like years ago when it first came out, and I'm excited to read it. Love the cover of this, and again, I heard really good things, so I'm excited. Now this is one I had to blow the dust off of this one because I literally forgot I had this. So this is The Loneliest Girl in the Universe by Lauren James, and at the time this came out, I want to say I heard really good things about this too, but this says days since the infinity left Earth, 6,817. And I believe it's about a girl who is like up in space and something happens to her parents, and then she starts communicating with this boy. That's all that I know. For some reason, something about this really intrigued me. So this is probably one of the ones I'm gonna read sooner rather than later. Next up, we have The Echo Wife by Sarah Gailey. Sarah Gailey has released lots of books since I picked this one up, and I also picked this one up when it was first released. I want to say this is a adult sci-fi. A little blurb says, I'm embarrassed still by how long it took me to notice. Everything was right there in the open, right there in front of me, but it still took me so long to see the person I had married. It took me so long to hate him. I want to say I thought this was about clones. I could be wrong, but I thought this had something to do with clones, but I guess I will find out. Up next, we have The Wicker King by Kay Ancrum. I don't know if this is adult. This is YA. I have no idea. It says, August and Jack have never lived in the same world. Okay. This has a lot going on in here. As the story goes on, like when you flip through, the pages get darker and darker. I don't know if you can see that. So that's intriguing. It looks like there's a bit of mixed media. I don't know what's going on with this. I do not remember what people thought about this, but hopefully I'll get to this. This is a book that I say I'm gonna read this every summer. It seems like a summer read, and I never pick it up. I've never heard anyone say anything about this, but this is The Roo by Alan Baxter. It's about a crazed kangaroo. Sounds like a good time to me, and hopefully I can actually read it this year. Then we have this big boy, Malice by John Gwynne. I bought this at a used bookstore because at the time I got this, everybody was talking about it. Again, since this series has been completed, it's 4 books in the series, I just have book 1. He's had 2 others, and I think one of the series has gotten its last book this year. So I am really far behind. I wanted to jump into like the other series that this author has, but I decided to just start with this one. This is a adult fantasy. On the back it says the world is broken. So hopefully I will enjoy this. So then we have The Whisper Man by Alex North. Now, I have actually checked out this audiobook several times and then have listened to other things instead of this one. So the next time I check out the audiobook, I'm actually going to listen to it. But this is a adult mystery. And it says, if you leave a door half open, soon you'll hear the whispers spoken. I want to say, if I remember correctly, this is like about a serial killer who escapes. That doesn't sound right. Yeah. And the guy would like lure his victims by whispering to them through their windows. That's creepy. I have heard really good things about this one, so I am dedicated to trying to finish this year. Then I have Docile by K.M. Spraza. I think I have had this book for so long, it's starting to become discolored because I remember this cover, like this pink or peach, being a little bit more vibrant than it is right now. But on the front, it says there is no consent under capitalism. And I don't really recall what a lot of this is about, but from my memory, people have said this one was a doozy, and it's kind of thick too. So we'll see. Then I have Leviathan Wakes by James S.A. Corey. I have been wanting to read this for a long time. This has a lot of books in the series. This is book one in The Expanse. They have even written another first book in a series since the time I have gotten this one. So hopefully I can get to this. This is a adult space opera. Heard really good things about it. So hopefully, again, I will enjoy this one. So then I have two YA fantasies that I've had forever. The first one being A Ray Bearer by Jordan Ifueko. This is the first book in a duology. The other one is like right behind me. So this is my Illumicrate edition. The first thing I've ever ordered from Illumicrate. I love this edition. Now I just need to read the book. So it says, only one thing is more powerful than a wish, and that is a purpose. A fresh, phenomenal fantasy about freedom, justice, and choosing your own destiny. This is, again, another book that I've heard good things about, and I'm really hoping that I can get to it. The other YA fantasy I have here, this is old. This is Sky Hunter by Marie Lu. This says, in a world broken by war, a team of young warriors is willing to sacrifice everything to save what they love. Another one that I heard good things about, hence the reason why I picked it up. But I also really love the cover. And then I really like it without the dust jacket, which is probably really the reason why I bought it. So now I need to actually read it. Then I have Burial Rites by Hannah Kent. This is an adult fiction, I think. This is about this woman who has been charged with the brutal murder of two men. And now she's like going to Northern Ireland to await her execution. So this is like historical fiction, I believe. Whew, yeah, this is definitely one of the older titles. And I have said that I was gonna read this for a while. Like, I clearly know that it's on my TBR and I keep telling myself that I'm gonna pick it up and I just never do. So hopefully I will. Then I have The Obsession by Jessie Q. Sutanto. This just looked wacky to me. So it says, boy meets girl, boy stalks girl, girl gets revenge. This is another one that I've had forever, but it's not that old. It was published in 2021. So maybe I've just been looking at it for a really long time, obviously. So hopefully, again, something that I get to soon. Another YA fantasy series that I will at least like to start before the end of the year. This is The Cruel Prince. I have put this on several TBRs, and for whatever reason, I have just not gotten to it. Even though like I'm excited for it, it sounds like something that I would like. All it says is guard your mortal heart. But I think it has to do with like the Fae, and one of the Fae is like mean to people. I don't know. So again, hopefully I get to it. Now, this one that I have, I Killed Zoe Spanos by Kit Frick. I'm pretty sure this was a cover buy for me. I love the blue. I love the blue sprayed edges. And it says, what happened to Zoe won't stay buried. And I think this, it either has like a podcast element to it, or it just has like mixed media incorporated into this, which was also one of the selling points for me. So I'm actually excited for this one. Then another one that I've had on my shelf for quite a while, it's not really that old of a title, but it's Wilder Girls by Rory Power. And all I know is that this takes place at a school for girls. They're put under quarantine because of some virus outbreak, which we all know virus and outbreak are like buzzwords for me. So I'm looking forward to this one. I really do like this cover. So hopefully I get to it. Now this next one, honestly, I kept putting it off, and this isn't as old, but it is a book that I really just want to attempt to read. And I say attempt to read because I'm not sure I'm gonna like this. This is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. I had heard a lot of positive things about this one when this was released, but the more I hear about it, the more I'm like, I don't think this is for me. So this just says, two friends, often in love but never lovers, come together as creative partners in the world of video game design, where success brings them fame, joy, tragedy, duplicity, and ultimately a kind of immortality. I'm not a gamer and I have no idea why I would think that I would like this, but hopefully it's the relationship between the two characters that I will enjoy. Who knows? Next up, a book that I have been wanting to read forever that I just have not picked up is What Lies Between Us by John Mars. I have liked every book that I have picked up by John Mars, some more than others, but this is a adult mystery. And it says, Nina can never forgive Maggie for what she did, and she can never let her leave. And I think this is about two characters. One of them is like locked inside of a room in a house. So I'm intrigued. Then we have the Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. I think this is more of like a adult horror mystery. This was my first Simone St. James that I purchased, but then I started purchasing other ones and reading those, and then this one has just been forgotten, unfortunately. So this is the year that I'm going to pick this up. But it says, something hasn't been right at the roadside Sundown Motel for a very long time, and Carly Kirk is about to find out why. And it looks like there's two timelines, one in 1982 and then in 2017. So we shall see. I've enjoyed most things that I have read by Simone St. James, so hopefully I will enjoy this one. Then we have The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. I have just bought another Stuart Turton book that I have not read, and I don't want to keep putting their books off. So this is a adult mystery. So this just says, Evelyn Hardcastle will be murdered at 11 p.m. There are 8 days and 8 witnesses for you to inhabit. We will only let you escape once you tell us the name of the killer. Understood? Then let's begin. From what I remember people saying about this is that it involves a detective that is looking into the death of Evelyn Hardcastle, but they like jump into the bodies of other people that is like at this house or something wacky like that. Sounds like something that I will enjoy. This will be the year to pick it up, I think. Next up, we have The Lost World by Michael Crichton. This is book 2 in like the Jurassic Park series. Absolutely loved the first Jurassic Park. One of my favorite movies, one of my favorite books. I have no idea why it has taken me so long to just finish. Not really sure if I'm gonna like this because the second Jurassic Park movie, The Lost World, was a little questionable. So I hope that I actually enjoy this more than I enjoyed the movie. Last up, but not least, we have Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Penbrough. This is a adult mystery. And guess what? I have actually started this. I am not far in, but I have picked this one up. And all I know so far, and I know a lot of people don't want to tell a lot about this, but we're following this woman who almost had a one-night stand with this man who she finds out later is actually her new boss, and he's married. So that's the kind of mess that I like. When I put this on my Instagram, people have been saying how much they liked it. There is a TV show. So I've had this book for a long time, long enough for them to have made a TV show off of this book. So people have said they like the book, they like the TV show. So I'm excited about this. And so far, even though I'm not far in, I'm intrigued and I'm liking it. So those are the 25 books that I am going to try my very hardest to get to this year. If you have read any of these, and I'm sure you guys have, please let me know your thoughts down below, and please let me know if I should prioritize any of these books. I would love to know that. But that is all that I have for you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.